Welcome to ITLS Academy. I am Dr. Bhashwati Chaudhary, and today I'm going to discuss about development and causes of cancer. Let me first give you a small introduction so that we can understand how cancer is developed in a multicellular organism. So, let us first start with understanding the body of a multicellular organism. Unlike unicellular organism, in multicellular organism, all the cells they follow some basic rules of cell division and death. They are like a mini society. We know how it will be living in a harmony with all the members in a society. But cancer cells are different. They are like the rule breakers. Imagine a busy road in which all the cars are moving following the traffic signal. There'll be no problem and everyone will reach their destinations. But these cancer cells, they behave like some drunk drivers, and they just try to overtake other cars or break the signal. Ultimately, what will happen? They'll just create havoc on the road. In the same way, these cancer cells, they create havoc in a human body. So, to maintain the organism in a harmony, all the cells should function following the rules. There are two main heritable properties of cancer cells. These are they reproduce defending the general restrictions on cell growth and division, and they migrate and invade territories reserved for other cells. Just like this picture, you can see the picture here, which is depicting where a cancer cell is coming out of their own boundary and trying to hijack the normal cells. An abnormal cell that grows and proliferates out of control will as a result will give rise to a tumor or a neoplasm. Neoplasm means new growth. Neoplasm can be either benign or malignant. Benign means they do not have the capacity to invade other tissues. At this stage, these are not so dangerous because they can be operated out. But malignant stage means in this case, it is actually known as cancer. And here, the cell progeny, they gain the capacity to invade their neighbors. Now, I'll explain you in the next one, like how a colony of cancer cell is formed. It is like in a human body, there are around 10 to the power 14 cells, and billion cells, they experience mutation every day, which may disturb the social control. But it only becomes dangerous when a mutation on a cell gives it the power to grow and divide more vigorously and survive more readily than its neighbor. So ultimately, while dividing continuously, it causes in a course of time they form a clone of cells. You can see in a first mutation, when a first mutation happens in an epithelial cell, it is not a cancer. But if the second mutation again happens on the cell, and then again a third mutation, so in a course of time, they form a colony of cells. And these are all mutated cells. This colony of cell is mutated. And in a course of time, there will be no place for this colony growing abruptly, and they have to move to the neighboring cell's territory. So this will cause havoc in the human body. Now coming to classification of cancer. Cancer can be classified into carcinoma, sarcoma, and leukemia. Now, carcinoma is a cancer of the epithelial cells. Sarcoma arises from the connective tissue, and leukemia and lymphoma are derived from white blood cells and their precursors. Next, let me explain you the causes of cancer. Mainly, we can say that cancer is caused not because of a single mutation. So cancer is caused in a duration of time, not in a single day, following multiple steps. And many factors are involved in this. The main factors which are attributing towards causing cancer are environmental factors, genetic factors, and lifestyle. you can see that some type of cancer is more prevalent or more seen in some type of population, and that may be due to their lifestyle, their way of living, or the environment in which they live. Also, the genetic makeup of different population of the people living in different places are different. So because of that also, some type of cancer are more prevalent in some type of population, and it is very less prevalent in some other type of population. There are many examples which can be cited in this. Agents which cause cancer are known as carcinogens. So mainly carcinogen are the agents which damage the DNA. There are we can cite here few examples of carcinogens which damage the DNA. Some are UV light, ionizing radiations, gamma rays, alpha rays, and aromatic hydrocarbons, amino nitrosamines, and mustard gas. These are dangerous, and exposure to them, not single exposure, but long-term exposure to them can cause cancer. Now again, some other carcinogens become dangerous only after being processed in liver. Some examples of these are fungal toxin, aflatoxin B. Okay. Then another example is the coal tar or tobacco smokes, which the chemical compound is a benzopyrene. It causes lung cancer. Again, many viruses are also involved in causing cancer, such as hepatitis B and hepatitis C, which causes liver cancer, HPV and HIV, which also causes cancer. HPV causes cervical cancer, HIV causes Kaposi's sarcoma. Again, bacteria can be cited to cause cancer, Helicobacter pylori, which causes stomach cancer. Then a parasite known as S. hematobium, which causes bladder cancer. Now coming to the genes which are involved. Now this is a very broad topic of the genes involved in cancer. So I'll just give you a brief overview. Now the main genes which are involved are proto-oncogenes and tumor suppressor genes. And there are two processes mainly, gain of function mutation and loss of function mutation. Gain of function mutation, that is a mutation which causes new or enhanced activity on a protein. It converts a proto-oncogene to an oncogene. And oncogene means are the genes which has the potential to cause cancer. Next function is a loss of function mutation. Now we know about tumor suppressor genes. If due to some mutation the function of the tumor suppressor gene is lost, then obviously the cells will keep on proliferating without any control, and as a result tumor will be formed. So this is another process which is involved in causing cancer. Another genes which are involved in causing cancer are DNA maintenance genes. So I'll not go into details of this in this exercise, but definitely I can go into detail in my next exercise. Thank you.